Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. When I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, as a lot of times, I always think back on all the hardest things that I've been through in my life. I think back to my drug addiction that lasted for decades. I think about prison. I think about jail. I think about when I was in that gang life, when I got shot, and when I went through my wreck and had to learn to walk again, and all these hard things that I've been through. And there's a reason why I look back at those when I want to come up with something that I want to do now. It's because even though at the time those seemed like the worst things ever in the world, and it seemed like I was trudging through hell, now when I look back on them, those were the greatest lessons I've ever had in my life. Those were the greatest periods of growth that I've ever had in my life. And not when I was going through them, but when I got over them, when I healed from them, when I recovered from them. Because really the growth is in the recovery. And I just want to remind you that it is so easy to turn a molehill into a mountain just by the way that you focus on it. And I'm looking back at these huge obstacles that I went through. But it's easy to even look at those small obstacles that you're going through today like that. Because the truth is, the more you focus on something, the bigger it gets. Just like my hand. See my hand? Looks pretty small, right? But if that's all that I'm looking at, that's all I'm going to see. And it's easy to let any little issue get in the way of your progression each and every day. And the only thing that we truly have control over, there's so many things in life that can happen, that can get in our way, that can be obstacles for us. But the one thing we have control over in that is our reaction, our attitude, how we take it in, how we process it. And it's so easy to get stuck in the mundaneness of life, thinking of the things that we have to do each day as something that we have to do, instead of something that we get to do. Instead of looking at that hardship as a challenge to test your mettle. Because if you look at things in a different perspective like that, then everything becomes an accomplishment. Everything becomes a lesson. Everything becomes something that you can learn and grow from. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. But whatever those issues are in your life, don't turn them into mountains. If you look back on it all in the grand scheme of your life, I don't even know if they're speed bumps. Most of them are probably tiny. I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll be back later.